It is simply in the nature of Armenian to study, to learn, to question, to speculate, to discover, to invent, to revise, to restore, to preserve, to make, and to give. William Saroyan.
The Armenian American Museum was born in 2014 when the Armenian Genocide Centennial Committee, Western USA, officially adopted the museum as its landmark project. Honoring the memory of the 1.5 million martyrs who perished in the Armenian Genocide and helping build and define the next centennial as a message of strength, perseverance, and hope for future generations.
Our duty as Armenian Americans is to continue to tell our story. It's also to ensure that children have a place to go, to learn, to connect, and to embrace their roots and their hearts.
The mission of the museum is to promote understanding and appreciation of America's ethnic and cultural diversity by sharing the Armenian American experience. The vision is a cultural campus that enriches the community, educates the public on the Armenian American story, and empowers individuals to embrace cultural diversity and speak out against prejudice.
What is the Armenian American Museum? It is probably the most common question I am asked in my role as executive director. And as you know, the museum will be a cultural and educational center that will preserve the rich culture, heritage, and history of the Armenian people. Ultimately, though, we know that the most important part of the museum is not the walls of the museum, but rather what happens in between those walls. And even more importantly, not even what happens inside the walls of the museum, but rather what impact the museum will have on everyone and everything beyond its walls. The impact on its visitors, the people, the community, our next generation. In the words of author Nelson Henderson, the true meaning of life is to plant trees, under whose shade you do not expect to sit. At the core of his message is children, who given a more solid foundation and education can truly change the world for centuries to come.
The museum is led by 10 Armenian American cultural, philanthropic, and religious nonprofit organizations who have united for the historic project. The Armenian American Museum's iconic design is inspired by the rock formations of the Armenian highlands and the fragments of the Armenian community spread throughout the world that are uniting into one solid form through the museum's unifying mission. The Cultural and Educational Center's programming will include producing powerful, immersive, and thought-provoking exhibitions, leading meaningful dialogues through engaging public programs, providing educational programs for adults, youth, kids, and families, preserving heritage through the museum's collections and archives, and serving as an iconic venue for memorable experiences, gatherings, and celebrations. The museum's grand lobby will welcome you to the first level of the complex, featuring the auditorium, learning center, demonstration kitchen, and gift shop. The museum's ceremonial staircase and alphabet wall will uplift you to the permanent and temporary exhibition galleries, as well as the collections and archives. The core experience of the museum will be the permanent exhibition, dedicated to the history, culture, and heritage of the Armenian people and the Armenian American experience. The permanent exhibition will showcase the thousands of years of rich and vibrant Armenian history, the story of the 1.5 million who perished in the Armenian Genocide, and the inspiring perseverance of the Armenian people and their vast contributions to the state of California, the United States, and the world. The Landmark Center will be built in the heart of Southern California and serve as an arts and cultural destination for local patrons and visitors from around the world. The city of Glendale, home to one of the largest Armenian diaspora communities, has dedicated a premier downtown location for the historic project in Central Park. The Glendale City Council has approved a major expansion of Central Park, creating exciting outdoor programming opportunities for the museum's patrons. The museum campus will feature a central lawn serving as the central hub of the city, an outdoor amphitheater for live performances and film screenings, a children's park with playgrounds and splash pads for the youngest visitors, and an outdoor recreational facility for the entire community. The museum's groundbreaking campaign has raised more than $14 million in contributions, pledges, and grants from thousands of donors from across the country. The state of California has invested an unprecedented $8 million through the support of Governor Gavin Newsom, Senator Anthony J. Portantino, and Assemblymember Audrine Nazarian. Los Angeles County has contributed $1 million to the center through a generous grant by Supervisor Catherine Barger.
To give you this check for $1 million tonight as my contribution.
The Armenian American Museum is a historic, cultural, and educational center that will serve for generations to come. The Armenian American Museum is for our children, our family, our heritage, our future. Building together, leaving a legacy.
This summer, join the Armenian American Museum and a nationwide audience for a historic day that has been years in the making for the Landmark Center. Sunday, July 11th, 2021. Live national broadcast. The Armenian American Museum. Historic groundbreaking.